sponsoring, those who are sponsoring and standing behind this endeavor. You had it on the perfect day for manifestation, the number 22. By the way, the word mind is a 22 vibration. So we build with our mind. The mind is soil, thoughts are seeds, and we reap what we sow. The 33 is called the master healer, or someone who is here to be of universal service. 44, master liberator, prophet, speaker of truth. 55, master of divine will. 66, master of divine joy. 77 is master of creative thought. 88, master of divine knowing. And 99, master of divine love. Nelson Mandela was in 99, master of divine love. So we start with the answers. That's what I love about numerology. The answers are already there. And what you do is you write down your birthday, month, day, and year. And I'm going to use some examples to show you how to extract some information about the gifts that you have, the tools that you have that will help you manifest the future of your choice. Okay. The first example is February 22nd, 1732. So February is the second month. If you check out the number 2, that's for diplomacy, peace, and being a hub. The hub is of the wheel is where all the spokes come together. So 2s bring people together. Diplomacy. The second number is today's date, 22. The number of the master builder was someone who was gifted to manifest on a global scale. So if you're listening to this, it's no accident that you're tuning in. It means you have the potential, whatever your desire is, to manifest it globally. All right? That's the number 22, global manifestation. The year 1732, we just add up the numbers, 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2, we get the number 13, and 1 plus 3, we keep adding, okay? We don't have a 13 on our chart, so we add the 1 and the 3 to get a 4. And that stands for work, order, and manifestation. So this birthday actually had 2 number 4s, the 22 and the 13. And if you haven't figured it out yet, this is the birthday of George Washington. We're celebrating George Washington's birthday. If you add it up, 2 for the month, 22 for the day, and 4 for the year, you get 28. You don't stop there. We add 2 plus 8 to get 10. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So the birth date of George Washington gave him the gift of diplomacy, the ability to manifest globally. He was able to make some connections with Lafayette, and they helped in the Revolutionary War. The 4 helped him bring orderliness to the colonies. And his ultimate gift, when you add it all up, was leadership. Number 1, head general, first president. Let's look at our next birthday. Okay, so by now you can be doing this with your birthday, okay? Adding your month, your day, and your year. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all the numbers 1 through 9, 1 through 99, if you will, and share what your gift is so you can manifest your desires. Here's a second example. January 15th, 1929. Yes, that's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. The number 1, January, the month, that gift was leadership. His day, the 15th, 1 plus 5 is 6. He had the gift of being of service. What does that mean? Teaching, counseling, rescuing. The year reduced to the number 3. Added up to 21, 2 plus 1 was 3. So we had the gift of expression. He was a gifted speaker. When we add the gifts, 1 plus 6 plus 3, there's that number 10 again. 1 plus 0 is 1. God-guided leadership. It seems as though God will send a leader during our most time of need. When God hears the call, the leader is sent in. George Washington to help establish this nation, Martin Luther King Jr. to help this nation stand up to its pledges. The next birthday was a manifestation of Martin's dreams. August 4th, 1961. That's the birthday. Excuse me, I get a little choked up. I heard that speech. So August 4th, 1961, that's the birthday, of course, of number 44, Barack Obama, the first minority president. We're going to add August 8, symbol for money and power. 4, orderliness, same gift that President Washington had. Got to be able to bring order when you step into the White House. In his year, 1961, added up to 17. Again, money and power. So he came prepared to deal with the forces of money and power and to bring order. I don't know how many people remember this, but basically our economy was shutting down when he came in. And when you add up his month, his day, and his year, it adds up to 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So Barack Obama's gift was to be the light, to bring the light during a time of darkness. That's when the light shows up during dark times, to be a teacher to help us get out of it. Well, each of you are a manifestation of the word. God heard someone's prayer, and guess what? He sent you. So now we're going to see the gift that you brought. Add up your month, your day, and your year. Take it down to a single digit. We're going to add up that one and one to get 2, which is diplomacy. And you'll notice his month, day, and year added up to 29, and it was 2009 when he entered the White House. Just wanted to point that out. Now we're going to scroll down if we can. And what I've done, I've provided you with information on every number. I don't know if Joe is able to do it, but I'm just going to go ahead and share that. I have a copy of it here. If when you added your numbers, you came up with a number 1 or number 55, you will find self-employment almost mandatory. A leadership role will be essential for you. Fields such as aviation, design, invention. And Joe, this was the second page. If you're wondering, this was the second page of what, there you go, of what I sent you. And we're talking about the number 1. If you came up with the number 1 or the number 55, 55 is the master number 1, because 5 and 5 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. If you came up with the number 1 or 55, self-employment, almost mandatory for you. Okay? A leadership role will be essential for you. Fields such as aviation, design, invention, exploring, publishing, pioneering, drafting, politics, being a lawyer, an architect. These are fields that require you have vision, okay? That's why it's under the number 1. An actor, chef, entertainer, an officer, executive, or any creative field or activity that requires foresight and originality. All right? So numerology can define your gifts, but doesn't tie your hands up, doesn't tell you what you have to do. You still have free will. But those are the fields you'll be able to find. You'll be able to manifest your dreams in those fields as a number 1. Now, if you got a number 2 or an 11, you will excel at analytical, detail-orientated work. Okay? 2s take their time. 1s are speedy. They speed. If you ask a number 1, when would you like to have this done? They'll tell you yesterday. So if you're a number 1, you want some number 2s on your team, because they can excel at the detail-orientated work that requires patience and attention to detail. All right? They dot the I's, they cross the T's. Fields that are compatible are bookkeeping, being a secretary, an accountant, record keeper, librarian, a diplomat, as Barack Obama was, caterer, teacher. The 11 is the master teacher. I want to mention about the number 11, if it shows up, even if you're not in the classroom, you're a master teacher because you are the lesson. As a number 11, the way you walk, the way you talk, the things that you do, you are God's example on earth. bill collectors, ministers, peacemakers, arbitrators, go-betweens, people who bring people together, cooks, waiters, musicians, artists, gardeners, stamp collectors. Twos can't throw anything away, so I just should have put collectors there. If you know a two, you know they they hold on to everything. But if you need to find an old receipt, they've got it. Poets, psychologists, store owners, writers, or musicians, composers. I mentioned that before. Computer programmers. Twos excel at music. 11s are very good at drums and string instruments. So if you're a two and a number 11 and your dream is to become a musician, and you have well-meaning people telling you, no, get a 9-to-5 job. I'm here to tell you, follow your dreams. Pursue that musical career. Play those drums, strum that guitar or violin. String instruments and drums are your specialty. Moving to the number 3 or 66. If you added the numbers in your month, day, and year, or say you're born on March or December, wherever the number 3 shows up in your chart, maybe it's in your year, you're going to find success anywhere the gift of gab is a plus. Writing, speaking, entertaining. The number 3 is the number of the entertainer. Pursue those dreams. Painting, dancing, anything decorative, artistic, or creative is right for you. Okay? You may have well-meaning people telling you, no, you can't do that. Don't even try it. But I'm here to let you know you can. You can be successful as an artist if you are a number 3. Okay? So go for it. All right? It's your dream. This is what you came here to pursue. The number 4, you will do well in business. This is the vibration of manifestation. Today's date, the 22, the year 22. Why do I say that? It was the 4th day that God created the earth. So as a numerologist, that tells us all things come into physical manifestation under the number 4. So the 22 is the master number 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4s do well in business, building, mining, contracting, engineering, math. I'm born May the 4th. I'm a numerologist. Chemistry, physics, geology, the military, real estate, anything connected with the land, as a matter of fact, office work, surveying, government work, banking, bookkeeping, technical jobs, insurance, investments, even being a numerologist, a mason, industrialist, a mechanic, undertaker, reformer, boxer, watchmaker, or lab tech. If the number 22 shows up, you can build on a global scale. You are a master builder. You may even do well in the film industry. Okay? In the film industry. Moving on. Number 5s. Well, these are people that can pretty much do almost anything. If the 5 shows up, you are multitasking before they invented the word. 77, you're the master number 5, so you can accomplish on a global level. Sales, advertising, promotion, adventure, travel, sports. You'll notice you won't find any 9-to-5 jobs listed under the number 5. Investigating, writing, teaching. Well, that's an exception. Lecturing, being a playwright, any career in communications, right? Psychology, physical therapy. Many athletes are number 5s, lecturers, playwrights, politics, or a combination. As I said, 5s multitask and they can do a lot of things well. You can succeed anywhere where adaptability and addressing the public, being in front of the public. Okay, 5s are chameleons. They're performers. They'll give you a show. Acting, entertaining, radio and television. And number 5, you are here. Your gift is to be God's change agent. So you came here to rock the boat. I just thought I'd throw that in. I know we're talking about manifesting and careers, but if you're a number 5, you're a change agent. Okay, so that's what you're here to do. Rock the boat, cause a little good trouble, as the good brother John would say. Number 6 for 33. These are the greatest among us. When this number shows up, it's the number of the servant. And we are taught that it's the servant who will be the greatest among us. All service jobs, including teaching, healing, rescuing, okay, welfare work, nursing, chiropractic, home building, ranching, home sales, being a cook, baker, artist, singer, community organizer, musician, ecologist, landscaper, counselor, policeman, not a cop, a policeman. There's a difference. Homemaker, herbalist, divorce attorney, anything having to do with the family, fashion expert. The 33 is called the number of the Christ because if that 33 shows up, you came here to sacrifice yourself for what you believe in. The number 7, this is the number of faith and wisdom, 88. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Any activity where research, analysis, and quality are important will appeal to you. The 7 is the one who needs time alone. On the 7th day, God rested. So you need to be by yourself a lot. 7s excel in literature, lab work, medicine, preaching. Why? Because God speaks to us in a still voice, and the 7 who's spending all that time by themselves are the ones most likely to hear that voice. So whether you decide to be study under Reverend Billy Joe Bob or go to the ministerial school, when the 7 shows up, you are a natural minister, teacher, musician, historian, gardener, numerologist, astrologer. You will seek the hidden and reveal hidden truths to others. You're a naturalist, great veterinarian, 7s love nature, athletes, farming, being a detective. Nothing can escape a number 7. Guys, if you've got a 7 partner, forget about it. You won't get away with anything. The intuition of a number 7 is second to none. Always follow your hunches. Engineers, dentists, and photographers, particularly of nature, come under the number 7. Now, next come the number 8 or the number 44. This is the number that's most often held up to us as the carrot, if you will, to make the economy go. It's the number of money and power. Money and power. Barack Obama had a double helping of this gift in his month, born in August, and his year, 1961. Believe me, he needed that power. If you are so gifted, you can succeed in publishing, printing, real estate, banking, business administration, self-employment, surgery, transportation, marine research, employment agencies, being a supervisor, head of the department, any administrative position in any organization, because the 8, with your gifts, you came here to climb your way to the top. So 8s who seek out a bureaucracy where they can exercise power. The military is an example. Now, when we're talking about spiritual qualities, gender doesn't matter. So even if you're of the feminine persuasion, female 8s will work in male-dominated jobs. Okay, there'll be policemen, firemen, driving trucks, working in government jobs. Professional athletes operate under this number 8. If you've got a child born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th, or August, you can actually develop those talents and gifts and have a professional athlete as your child. Acting, carpentry, or even explosive experts come under the number 8. The 8 means as it is above, so it is below. So 8s can channel the power of God to the earthly plane. Very intimidating, folks. The number 9. Finally, we come to the final number. After the number 9, there are no new numbers. A 10 is a 1 and a 0. 22, as we're celebrating today's master manifestation, are 2 2s. So the 9 is the last number. So if the 9 shows up, you are an old soul, highly evolved, multi-talented. You've passed through all the other numbers, and quite frankly, it's written, there's nothing the number 9 can't do, except make up their mind what they want to do. Because the 9 stands for selflessness. You literally have to wake up every day and say, thy will, not my will, be done. As a 9, You're here to be God's hand on earth. You're multi-talented. You can do many things at once. Acting, drama, the law, music, medicine, working for world unity. That's what Nelson Mandela did. There was no bloodshed once he took over. Teaching, healing, transformational work, religion, philosophy, writing, art. The nine is comfortable in all jobs, especially those that offer scope and growth. You can't be tied down, and offer the opportunity to uplift humanity. You are God's hand on earth. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and found it beneficial. If you'd like to get more information on numerology, please feel free to contact me after you've heard from the other presenters. This is going to be a great day of manifestation.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Craig. You hear me?
Yes, thank you, Brother Joe.
Great.
Thank you.
That was some really powerful information. Hopefully, viewers, you guys were able to take something away from that. You guys were able to see how these numbers kind of play a factor in our everyday lives. Again, you can reach out to Dr. Craig. Could you share your information with them one more time so people can know how to get in contact with you if they want to go a little bit deeper into this?
Sure, I can be reached at my website. It's www.CraigEWright. That's CraigEWright.com.
There you go, Dr. Craig E. Wright. Once again, thank you a little bit one more time for that. And again, we did a podcast episode with Dr. Craig as well, where he went a little bit deeper. He read us. He read me and Love. And I mean, most of the episode is literally us just we're just in awe of how on point the good doctor was with his reading, because it's not something that we expected when we went into the podcast. I had a few questions lined up, and like threw those out the window, and Dr. Craig just, as they say, read us for filth. But there's nothing filthy about it. He said some really powerful things that kind of definitely got me going, got me more inspired, and my wife as well. So we really, once again, thank you. And everybody, please reach out to him as well. It's again a lot of information that we're passing back and forth on this event. But one of the things that you definitely need to leave with is Dr. Craig's contact information. Any final thoughts before we move on to our next presenter, Dr. Craig? We really appreciate everything that you shared with us so far.
No, I just like to recognize you and Love reaching out and bringing this organization of people together to provide a service to a community to help heal the planet. I want to make sure we give you your props.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. God bless.
Thank you. God bless you. So guys, what we're going to do next, we're going to take 2 minutes to move people around. Again, with this technology that we're using, sometimes, we have to work with what we can. I think this is going pretty well. But K Love is in the green room. She's going to be phenomenal. We're going to, do some moving around, and you guys will be able to check. We'll be right back with the next stream. Dr. Craig, you could you can sign off now, and I'm gonna I'm actually, you know what, I'm gonna move you to the green room, and I'm gonna holler at you real quick.
Okay, did you need Cash App? Did you ask me for that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you want to tip cop Dr. Craig, send them, you can send them $1 or $2 or $22 or anything if you got any value from this. As well with all of our speakers, we're putting the Cash App information in the chat and on the profile. So Dr. Craig, could you share that with everyone, please?
Yes, it's the $ 3365 capital P. 3365 capital P.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you. We just put it in the chat, and I'm also added to this particular presentation as well. Thank you again. Thank you very much. And yeah, go ahead, drop a couple dollars for the good doc. He shared this information free of charge. Well, pay for a ticket, but some of y'all didn't. But thank you again, Doc.
Okay, thank
Go
you.
ahead and move some things around. I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna move you into the green